Welcome to the Positively Portugal Football Report for round 28. My name is Howie. This week we only have the Primeira Liga because last week's video was delayed until Thursday. Wanted to make sure that we caught the Taça game between Sporting and Benfica. So we're going to talk a little bit more about Sporting and Benfica, but in a different game. However, first, Firenze knocked off Boa Vista 2-0. Rio Ave 3-0 over Gil Vicente. Famalicão with a 3-2 win over Vizela. Vizela was down 2-0. They came back, but they gave up a 95th minute goal. And, just an ugly loss. Something you hate to see. It does not look like Vizela is going to get out of the relegation zone, and that's because Portimonense shocked the world and won a game. They had to come from behind to beat Chaves. Obviously, you should not have to come from behind to beat Chaves, but that's where we are this season. The final there was 3-2. In their first game without that vile, disgusting Judas Artur Jorge, Braga lost at home 3-0 to Arouca, and Arouca is probably not the team you want to play in that situation in the first game after losing your coach. Sporting, 2-1 winners over Benfica. Sporting had 2 goals by Jemi Katamo in the first minute and the 91st minute. So another stoppage time winner there, and, it's been rough for Benfica. I get you don't like some of these results. Losing to Sporting there, getting knocked out of the semifinals of the Taça by Sporting. You had that 5-0 debacle against Porto last month. But, there's no shame in losing to a rival. Sporting this season, they're a special team. They really are. It looks like they're going to win the domestic double. They're certainly on track to win the league, and I think they're going to win the cup too. The cup is either going to be Porto or Vitoria. And speaking of Porto and Vitoria, after losing in the first leg of the Taça semifinal to Porto, Vitoria beat them in the league 2-1. We also had Moreirense throwing up a stinker there against Estrela. Estrela got an 83rd minute goal. The final there was 2-2. And Casapia and Estoril played to a scoreless draw. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen there. But, the other thing, going back to Porto and Vitoria, I cannot figure Porto out this season. You never know what you're going to get with Porto. You could get the Porto that beat Arsenal in the first leg of the Champions League knockout draw. You could get the Porto that beat Benfica 5-0. You could also get the Porto that lost at Estoril. So you never know what you're going to get with Porto. And the strange thing there is that Porto doesn't even know what they're going to get with Porto. I think that team is going to have some changes next season. They're already losing Mehdi Taremi. He has a deal with Inter, and it might be time to make some drastic changes at the Dragão. So the only thing that really we can say is Lisboa é verde, branca. Now, the team of the week is going to be Vitoria. As a result of them winning and Braga losing, well, Vitoria has caught Braga. They are in a tie. However, Braga still has the tiebreaker due to goal differential. And both of those clubs are only 2 points behind Porto for the Europa League spot. Sporting is closing in on the title. They are now 4 points ahead of Benfica, having played one less game. Benfica has 6 games left. Sporting has 7. The game that was postponed against Famalicão has been rescheduled for next Tuesday, the 16th of April. And it looks like we are now on the victory march for Sporting Clube de Portugal. Oh, and this week's biggest loser, you can't leave that out. That's got to be Porto. I don't know what's going on there. Although it was a very bad loss for Braga, I'm not going to sit here and call Braga a loser after what they had to go through with that piece of garbage, Arthur Jorge. So that is all we have for this week. We will be back for round 29. And again, Lisboa, verde, branca. Thank you for watching.